War, something that causes bloodshed and death no matter what. Although there may be good times in war, it always ends up in unneeded murder. In war, tactics are often used to gain an advantage, though some of these have been inhuman, like taking prisoners of war. Although there have been many wars, there have also been many regulations of wars. Those are called the Geneva Conventions. The Geneva Conventions are important to war and a great example of debate and diplomacy. In 1929, the Third Geneva Convention began. It describes how to rescue and how to treat prisoners of war somewhat humanely. Article 5 and 6 in the Geneva Convention covers what may or may not be done to a prisoner on capture. If requested, unless too ill and comply, the prisoners are bound to give their true name and rank. They may not be concerned into giving any more information. Prisoners' personal possessions other than their arms and horses may not be taken from them. This is important to warfare and debate and diplomacy, as it describes what to do in a capture to an individual and how to treat them. In 1949, there was yet another Geneva Convention to combat what happened in World War II to avoid another travesty. The Fourth Convention was revolved around the protection of humanity to avoid another travesty. The Fourth Convention was revolved around the protection of humanity to avoid another massacre that happened to the Jews. The Common Article 3 of the 1949 Geneva Convention, it says, these provide protection for the wounded and sick, but also the medical and religious personnel, medical units, and medical transports. The convention also recognizes distinct emblems for the two annexes containing a draft agreement relating to the hospital zones and a model identity card for medical and religious personnel. This allows wounded soldiers that are being treated to be safe and not captured to be healed, giving soldiers a better state of mind, and also helps medical personnel get their job done without the stress of being killed. Though, to understand the importance of what's happening, you need to look back at how the Geneva Convention was founded. A Swiss businessman named Henry Durand went to visit wounded soldiers after the Battle of Sombrero in 1859. He was horrified by the lack of facilities, personnel, and medical aid available to the soldiers. Due to this, he published a book called The Memory of Sombrero in 1862 on the horrors of war. A proposal was forged, which led to the creation of the Red Cross Foundation. This led to the First Geneva Convention in 1864. The first international treaty was covering the sick and wounded soldiers on the battlefield on August 22, 1864. The Swiss government invited the governments of all European countries, as well as the United States, Brazil, and Mexico, to the First Geneva Convention. 16 countries sent a total of 26 delegates across Geneva. On August 22, 1864, the conference adopted. The First Geneva Convention was forged.